Hello YouTube, let's play another game, playing with the black pieces. And we're gonna go for the Caro-Kann. Main stuff so far, we're gonna go for the exchange variation. Which, if you know my channel, is considered to be boring, but it really isn't. And this variation especially is quite interesting, I'd have to say, and I always mess this up. E5 is just safest. I know there's lines with Queen A4 check, A5 check, sorry. Not here really, I could attack the bishop immediately if I want to. That might be an easier approach actually. I'm not gonna go for any complications here. This would be a backward spawn, so it's not the best, but I'd have the bishop pair, so this bishop can still get out of the pawn chain. Well, he could apply some more pressure, but that doesn't work because I take the bishop. And I feel like here this might already be a thing. If he goes back, maybe you can even chase it. Really go for that bishop pair. I'm not in a rush, so I can also go for this. Let's say he goes here, I take. That doesn't work. Probably if he attacks my bishop, I have to take his knight. That might end up me winning this pawn. Yeah, so he goes for this. And I'm guessing if I go here, he's probably gonna attack my bishop. If I go back, he's gonna attack it again and then play this. That weakens his king a lot, so maybe that's not even the worst. Let's go for that line if he wants to. Or I can just defend this knight in that variation. If he goes here immediately, that's not really a threat. I can take his queen and this doesn't scare me. Now this maybe. Setting up a trap. If he goes bishop here, I can take the knight. Actually winning a piece. And he really wants to develop the bishop. And maybe he now goes for this line. There I can even take the knight if I want. And still here I can take the knight. And he wants to develop his bishop to one of these squares, but he can't really. And if I go there, he wants to pin me. So maybe I can move my queen first. Let's do that. At some point he probably wants to move his bishop back, like this. Maybe, by the way, bishop g6 would have just been a good move. Already attacking the queen. This is not a pin anymore, so it doesn't really make sense. If he goes here now, I can probably just take twice. It's a bit scary, but I think it's alright. It does win a pawn. And this doesn't scare me. I want to play bishop g6 anyway, so maybe now, because it comes with tempo. And it makes his plan of going here a little bit more difficult as well. Also, I can develop my knight now because this knight is blocking the bishop. And it would no longer be pinned because I've already moved my queen, so probably knight here is a good move. Does it make sense to go to e7? Don't think so. Let's go for this. And maybe I should go for this bishop now. Maybe I should have done less move. They should also kind of prioritize castling. Is he threatening to go here now? Let's say knight takes, pawn takes, bishop takes. He kind of is. So maybe I should go here now. Yeah, that can't be a bad move. This hangs his bishop, yeah. Now I can maybe go here. Go for that bishop pair. Although at this point I don't really know if I want that. Maybe knight e4 to block things off. Looks alright. I should really just castle at some point. Because now he goes here. And then if I move my bishop, he wins this pawn. So this is a mess. I shouldn't have gone for this. And that's basically the same. Maybe I can go for this now. You can take this pawn. Can I counterattack his bishop? Say takes, takes. And you can take here with check. In between move. Yeah, I think I'm losing a pawn no matter what here. Maybe I have something like this. No, I don't think so. I can check the king, but that doesn't really do much. So probably just castling and giving up that pawn is best at this point. I'm not sure, but I had to go for something. And I guess he does want to go here now. So that's what I should be watching out for. So maybe knight back here to block things off in some way. Probably g6. Also maybe d5 is a move if he doesn't go for this plan. You can always do that later, so. And a4 is also a move for him, so yeah, I'm definitely worse here. But it's one pawn, so I'm gonna fight. I'd love for these pieces to be reversed right now. Yeah, it's a lot of ifs. That's not what's happening here, so. And it's still tough for him to come up with a plan. Yes, he has an extra pawn, but he doesn't have a clear attack. And maybe he can go for this and then start pushing his pawn. That looks quite good, so maybe I even have to go for g5. That looks pretty weak. Okay, so this. He's probably gonna push, because I'm threatening that pawn. And let's say I take, queen takes. Still looks alright. His dark squares are a little bit weak. Let's go for this. So here I'm just gonna take. Maybe he defends it like this, but that looks weakening. Yeah, this is just a trade. Or I'm missing something, but I don't think I am. Of course, this pawn is a little bit weak now, but I feel like it should be alright. And I was thinking about this, or maybe even this, and bringing my queen in, which looks scary at least. Maybe bishop back is better, I don't know. If I bring my queen in, I'm threatening this as well. Yeah, knight h4 is a big threat, and I'm also threatening the rook. So maybe he has to defend g4 with the rook. Maybe on knight h4, can put his queen here. And then I have to trade. Yeah, so knight h4, queen g4. Probably not ideal. Yeah, the extra pawn is doubled in that case at least. And can I do something else in that position? I could start with this. If he takes my queen, I take back. I'm attacking the rook. Yeah, I really have a feeling this must be the best move. He's also threatening stuff like this, so probably he can bail out with this or that. It's basically the same idea. Yeah, there's probably not much I can do. Can't even play f5, by the way. That's pinned. Let's bring the rook. This is basically game over. He's playing well. He's probably gonna double up rooks next. We should probably just take the queen, double up rooks. Well, he can't really double up because of my bishop, so that's a thing. So yeah, his king is still a little bit weak, but without queens I can't really take advantage of it, but he's forcing a queen trade here. I can't move my queen anywhere to defend the knight, and I don't want to give up the knight. I was thinking about it, because there is a fork in the end with this, but then if he moves his queen, I take the rook. He has 2 pieces for the rook. And I don't have enough firepower left to play many compensations, so yeah, right now we should probably just trade queens. But he's taking quite a while, so yes, that at least. Okay, that's interesting. He doesn't want to go for this, but then does this really do anything? There's a move now. Queen takes. I can take here. No, but then takes. So that doesn't work. This just weakens my stuff a lot. He can also go for this. Maybe I can bail out with this in that variation. Oh no, he hangs his queen there, so that doesn't work. Maybe he can take and then this, although I can take his rook as well. It's messy, but I want to make it messy in this case because I'm losing, so I need to complicate things. And now maybe knight f3 is an idea. And he can still bail out with taking. And I can't really go here with check because he can take my bishop. Yeah, if takes, at least that comes with tempo. His king is a little bit weak. Now he has the f-file to work with as well. Although he should still defend his bishop first, of course. And I'm still fighting. I'm definitely gonna analyze that point where I lost a pawn. I didn't see a way to prevent that, but maybe I was wrong. But my main mistake this game, I feel like, was just not castling quickly. Yeah, he does go for this. I've been saying this quite a long time that he should probably do that. And I guess I can create some annoying things, like he goes here, defending the bishop. I can attack it some more. And then actually, how does he defend? Because this is not a thing. Maybe this was stronger than I thought, but now I look at it. So if he goes here, he just loses a bishop. And basically, this is the only way to defend the bishop. Yeah, okay, so that's probably best. Now you lose an exchange. So maybe I'm winning now. As crazy as it looks. Like rook here, I probably trade rooks and I'm up an exchange there, so... But these pawns are still dangerous. Yeah, he goes for the bishop, which is probably wise. Now this knight wanted to go there anyway. So let's do that now, before I lose it. Can I take the bishop? No, there's nothing there. Rook infiltration next, probably. Looks nice. Combined with knight e3. Yeah, so he's allowing me to do this with tempo even. Can't be a bad move. Famous last words. Yeah, he's trying to defend, and then this would be a fork that he can take, so that would be a trade. Do I have this now? Maybe. Don't think so. Maybe I can attack from this direction. This bishop is also defending, so maybe forcing this trade is best. But I'm not in a hurry, right? I attack this bishop, doesn't make sense. I need to speed up. Oh, that's the main thing. Okay, let's play quickly here. Okay, that was his idea. I have to go back here. So this was not best. But I'm just gonna have to play quickly here, and probably I'm not gonna have enough time. But let's see what I can do. So this would be a trade. Let's pre-move because of the time situation. And also have a nice square for my knight on, yeah. And this forces some trades, which I'd like to see. And I mean, he can still play for the win as well. It's just an exchange and he has some nice pawns. This is quite a strong knight as well. And the time situation is become a little bit better. So yeah, maybe he's not paying too much attention, and maybe I can do something on time here. And like I said, just playing quickly is probably best. These rooks look scary. They're not threatening much, but still. Probably gonna have to use my king here. And luckily his bishop is on a light square. Because else that pawn would have been able to promote. Here I don't see a way for him to do that. Yeah, so let's blockade that, and if he ever moves his rook off that file, well, I guess he wants to do that next move. But let's go for this maybe. At the very least I can go for this. Maybe this is a move as well. I have to speed up anyway. He might go here. Let's check first. Don't know if that's most accurate, but I feel like it is. There might have been something better, but I need to speed up here. Yeah, maybe this is still better for him. He has a pawn, so... I'm gonna win a pawn here, and I'm probably gonna win on time. He's not noticing his time. So I'm just gonna play quickly. That was not the best move, but just playing quickly, and there you go. Okay, so let's analyze this game. It was quite a messy game, but I did win in the end. Definitely not best. Yeah, so if you like more of these blunders, definitely become a member of the channel. Little jokes aside, let's analyze this. So this was all theory. And here I knew this wasn't theory, but I felt like it was alright, and maybe I shouldn't have. Yeah, Queen a5 check. I mentioned it in the game, and I just didn't really know how to play against it. So I should learn these lines. Bishop g4. Yeah, apparently I thought maybe something like this was scary, but probably I can just take the queen. So would have all been alright. So this wasn't necessary. And here I'm actually doing well, so it wasn't too bad. Still slightly better. Yeah, and this was just a mistake. I know this is too late, but basically this is the move that just loses a pawn. And the thing is here, I'd want to move the bishop, but anywhere I move the bishop, I lose this pawn, because there's a pin here. And if I don't move the bishop, I'm gonna lose a pawn over there. And if I defend the bishop, I'm gonna lose this pawn, and that's probably even worse, because now I need to move my queen probably here or something, because this is a pin as well if the knight moves. And yeah, it's a little bit messy. He goes here maybe. Yeah, this is just game over basically, so that's not something to go for. So here I just decided to castle, which wasn't best. Yeah, apparently bishop g6 is best, losing the pawn like this. I guess that way I still have an extra piece on the board, and I still have the bishop pair, so yeah, that would have been better. This is a miss, g6. Yeah, here that's actually alright, because the bishop can't really come in because of his own pawn blocking it. The other pushes the pawn, that loses a pawn. Makes sense. And this plan just didn't work, but it complicated matters enough that I eventually ended up getting back into the game. So let's see. Yeah, this was just a mistake. So I thought he should take, and apparently he shouldn't. He thought he should as well. And then here, you just bishop c6. Oh, that's interesting. So counterattacking the rook. Now bishop takes e1 is best. I think maybe something like this. Let's see what the engine says. Yeah, d5. If I go here. Yeah, then he can even go here, and it's called brilliant. Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna have to take, because if I take the bishop, I lose the rook. Okay, so that was kind of a way out for him, but he didn't see it, I didn't see it as well. And here I'm just up the exchange. And here probably I should have just gone for this. Yeah, knight e3. I really wanted to keep my rook on the second file, but I should have realized that I'm just up an exchange, so this is still good for me. And I still have the e file to work with. Instead I thought I could prepare it, but then this is an excellent move. Pretty much the only move to equalize. Here I needed to play really quickly, and it ended up being quite a mess. And at some point I might have been losing as well. So here, king e3, e3 even. I'm supporting the pawn. Yeah, that's interesting. d6. King d4. Yeah, this is a crazy line. I don't know if someone would have found this. But apparently the king can escort the pawn. Okay, well I realized at least that I needed to bring my king over, so that were 3 great moves in a row. This was a blunder. Maybe a rook on the e file. Rook f6. Just attacking the bishop. So if he ever moves here, I could just take the bishop and then this check and you can just take the pawn. With what I did, I'm kind of forced to give the exchange back, probably. Apparently, like this is better. I guess my king is a little bit more active and I don't lose a pawn. Well, I don't lose a pawn anyway. Oh, this was best now, it says now. And then here taking the bishop probably. Yeah. This was alright as well. Felt like it would come with an attack on the rook. And when these pawns came off. Yeah, this is just equal. And it's tough for him to play. Like, he's on this pawn, but at the same time, 2 pawns are hanging, so... Like, I was thinking maybe I can already take here and... I don't know. If he takes here, I take here, and... It's still 2 against 3, so it's still a draw, but at least I win a pawn there. Which he just kept thinking for too long, and that's why you always need to pay attention to the clock. I saw it way before. I was actually down on time by quite a bit. Just started playing quicker, he didn't, and I ended up winning on time. So that's why you see that the clock is very important in this game. But yeah, I've been talking for long enough. Like and subscribe if you like this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.